Please, please state your name and your religion.
My name is Lee Patel, and I'm agnostic, but I was raised Hindu.
How do you? Oh, when did you start practicing religion?
I started practicing my religion when I was born.
How do you practice your religion?
When I was younger, my parents used to take me out to, or used to take my sister and I out to the temple every Sunday. But as our lives got busier and busier, we just didn't have time to go to the temple every Sunday, and we just celebrate like big holidays instead.
So, what is your religion based on? Like,
Um, well, it's based
I
on
Chris-
the most ancient faith in the world, pretty much. And I, oh, fuck. I think most of its lore and ideas just comes from natural energy and being good and putting good out into the world.
How do you feel about different religions?
I think they're fine. Go ahead, practice whatever you want as long as you're not hurting other people.
Do you believe that there's a stereotype on your religion?
I think there's a stereotype with my religion if you're white in Hindu, because then you're looked at as a hippie, really, and like it's not natural, I guess. But when you're Indian and Hindu, that's just kind of the norm. Like, it's expected.
What differences that your religion face?
Differences?
Mm-hmm.
Differences or difficulties?
Difficulties and differences.
Well, I think Hinduism is very different from the most dominant religions in America, which would be Catholicism and Christianity, because it's polytheistic versus the monotheism of Christianity and Catholicism. And I don't think we face any difficulties in our religion in terms of being religious, and I think it's more who practices the religion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're Indian and you're like brown, like I'm not brown, but if you're Indian and brown, I think you definitely get discriminated against a lot more than you would be if you're white, just on the basis of your skin color.
What discriminations do Hindus face? Like, what do you like mean as discriminations? Like, as in like color wise, or like as in like, oh, like you're in, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think Hinduism isn't treated very much as a valid religion.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a like kooky, weird thing. Like, it's not normal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's polytheistic and it's different and it has a bunch of different gods, like, it's not normal. And I think aside from race, I think that's one of the biggest issues that Hinduism faces, but also I think it's a very accepted religion just because it's so based on being good and putting good out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's a very positive religion, so I think people accept it for that rather than the gods. You know?
How does your religion affect your daily life?
I don't really notice it if it does affect my daily life, because that's just what life is about. You know, my parents practice Hinduism, and they were raised a lot of Hindu holidays and a lot of big days in Hinduism just automatically translate into Indian culture, whether you identify as Hindu or not, at least in my opinion. So like big holidays like Diwali or stuff like that, it's just kind of like a thing. Like, you don't have to be Christian to celebrate Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Like that.
Do you think like the stereotypes that are based on Hinduism, like, do you think that affects other people's lives?
Definitely. I don't think Hinduism has as much of a stereotype against it as like Christianity or Catholicism, especially in America.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the discrimination that Hindus do face, like it doesn't harm them as much as I think, like I don't want to play like oppression,
Yeah.
race, like
War.
yeah,
Like,
oppression, like that's dumb.
right.
But I just don't think discrimination against Hindus is as much as whatever stereotypes are placed against Christians and Catholics.
Thank you.
You're welcome.